So my name is Rachel and I'm here today to talk about the books that I want to read in the month of July. So in the month of June I was reading a lot of LGBT plus stuff because I just wanted to read it for Pride Month. But towards the end of the month I was really feeling some literary fiction. So most of this TBR is going to be literary fiction because I'm like in the mood for it. And the first thing to mention is that in July, Katie over at Books and Things is running Jane Austen July, and so I'm hoping to read some Jane Austen. The first one I've actually started this month, and that's Pride and Prejudice. Have read this previously, but I got the audiobook because, I'm sorry, I'm looking at my dog, she looks really cute. The audiobook read by Rosamund Pike, people talk about it a lot as being fantastic, and so yeah, I started that this morning and very much enjoying it. I'm up to chapter 4 now. So I have read this one before, but wanted to read it again, so we're reading that. And then the books by Jane Austen that I've not read so far are Emma, Mansfield Park and Persuasion. So the one that I'm hoping to pick up this month that's new to me is Persuasion, because this is just the one that is appealing to me at the moment. It's either this or Emma that I want to read, but for some reason I'm just not feeling Emma right now, so I want to read this one. I didn't explain what Pride and Prejudice was about, but I feel like everyone knows what it's about. In Persuasion though, we follow Anne Elliot, and I think she basically like had some sort of romance with a guy when she was younger, and then he left, and 8 years later, I think it is, yeah, 8 years later he moves back, and will they reconnect or will they not? I think that's the main basis of this book. So I'm excited to read this one, never read it before. All she does is wander around with a little claws when I'm filming, so I have to be like, can you leave the room because you're so loud. Next we have some books that I'm currently reading. So the first is The Miseducation of Cameron Post by Emily M. Danforth. I am around 100 pages into this and actually quite enjoying it now. I wasn't enjoying it at first, but I'm getting back into it now, so I'm hoping to continue with it. This basically is about Cameron, who apparently gets caught kissing someone and sent to a conversion camp in the US. Going to be continuing with it. We have The Virgin Suicides by Jeffrey Eugenides. I was reading this in the month of May and I put it down because it's not an LGBT plus book and I wanted to just read LGBT plus books in the month of June. So I'm really excited to pick this back up because I was really enjoying it. I am 58 pages into it, so yeah, we'll be picking this up pretty early on in the month and finishing this one, so quite excited for that. This follows 5 girls who commit suicide, and we are basically with a group of guys from the neighborhood. That's like the viewpoint for the narrative. Basically, like, it's why did they do it, what happened, that sort of a thing. I have seen the film of this and enjoyed it, but I've always been like, I think the book will be better, and so far it definitely 100% is. So I'm really enjoying this and want to finish it. Then we have Lanny by Max Porter. Now I have started this, but I'm only on page 20 and I will be starting it again. So I bought this when I just got back from Switzerland because I adore Max Porter. I read Grief's Thing with Feathers and it was like my favourite thing I read that year. I was just so blown out of the water by that book. I think it's amazing. So I was really excited for this one, but I picked it up and I was really enjoying it, and I was reading different books at the same time, and I was like, this is one of those things where I need to solely dedicate myself to reading this book and not reading anything else at the same time. Yeah, I kind of put it away until I could give it like the solo time it deserved, which I can do now. So hoping to pick this up. Can't really tell you what it's about because it's Max Porter. It's strange and wacky and weird, but amazing. All it says on the back is, in came the sound of a song, warm on his creaturely breath, my singing child bringing me gifts, a second or two before I realise it's not him. Lanny. It isn't really a blurb, is it? So I don't know. It doesn't really tell you that much, but I don't care. I don't need to know that much before going in because I know I'm gonna love it. So there's that one. Then I'm gonna be reading one of these books, I think. I don't think I'll read both of them, but I don't know which one I want to read yet. So I have Night Waking and Ghost Wall, both by Sarah Moss. So I have read the titles of by Sarah Moss and adored it. Sarah Moss is the reason that I want to read literary fiction this month. So like I was just thinking about Sarah Moss that I need to read some more, and then I started being like, I want to read some literary fiction. I want to read one of these. I'm feeling like I want to read Night Waking more, and I feel like Ghost Wall could be a good one to take on holiday with me. So maybe I'll do that, but I don't know. Ghost Wall is about someone who in the summer, her parents, I think, take her with them to a little, I think they're basically acting out like an older society, like a society from hundreds and hundreds of years ago. They all have to like see what it's like to live there. I think that's what it is, and it just sounds fantastic. I really like with Sarah Moss how she incorporates like academia and studying and history into her narratives and stories, so I know that I'm going to enjoy this when I do pick it up, which might be this month, who knows. And then Night Waking is about a historian who is talking about children and like older practices in history of childcare and stuff like that, and she basically finds a skeleton of a baby. It's buried in the garden, and yeah, the mysteries that come with that, because this is a house that belongs to her husband's family and it's been in their family for generations. Is this baby being buried there something to do with his family? Is it going to bring disrepute on his family? That sort of a thing. This is the first in a loose trilogy. The other ones are Bodies of Light and Signs of Lost Children, but I haven't read any of them, so I'm very excited to start this one. Then I have a book that I got recently and I'm so excited for, which just seems really weird because it's not the kind of book that I feel like I should be so excited for, but I am. So it is Convenience Store Woman by Sayaka Murata. I'm sorry if I've said that wrong. And this is translated from the Japanese by Ginny Tapley Takamori. This sounds amazing. So I saw this and for some reason was just drawn to it. I think the mix of like nostalgia of this little fish soy sauce, because me and my dad always used to get sushi together, and then I always wanted to keep these fish soy sauces because I thought they looked adorable. And then this like bright yellow, like I hate the colour yellow, but for some reason I love this colour. I don't know why. So I was just kind of drawn to it in Waterstones, and it just sounds really wacky and weird, but in a really good way. So it says, Keiko doesn't fit in. She's 36 years old, she's never had a boyfriend, and she's been working in the same convenience store for 18 years. Her parents wish she'd get a better job, her friends wonder why she won't get married, but Keiko knows what makes her happy, and she's not going to let anyone take away her convenience store. So I don't know what this is going to be like. It's very short. I just really want to read it. So I'm going to be reading that this month, and I'm very excited for it. And then the last book I'm going to mention is We Need to Talk About Kevin by Lionel Shriver, which I started this morning and I'm definitely going to read this month because I'm already like so into it. So in this we follow a woman called Eva, and her son went into a school and committed a mass shooting. Basically, like from what I've seen so far, we're looking at like Eva reflecting on why this happened, and also how she's being shunned by her community and how everyone hates her and the kind of stuff that she's had to go through, even though like technically like, this isn't her crime. And I don't know when I read it if like it is going to be something that it's like, you know, you should have done more. I don't know how that's going to go, but I'm super excited for it because I read 19 Minutes by Jodi Picoult a few years ago and I love that book. It's one of my favourite books, and that covers a similar topic where we have a focus on the parents of someone who committed a school shooting. So yeah, I've only read the first chapter of this so far, but I'm already feeling quite pulled in, so I'm going to be reading this one first, I think. So these are all the books that I'm hoping to read in the month of July. If you've read Ghost Wall and Night Waking and you want to tell me which one to read first, that would be also great because I don't know which one to pick up. Let me know down below what you're hoping to read in the month of July. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!